what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this Omizi vid. It's titled Streamer University Just Became Internet Draft Nights, okay? Cenat has picked the people that got accepted, I'm assuming. So sure, let's see exactly what happened, how this went down. Let's watch.
After about 9 months of being away from his computer, bro finally remembered the password. That's right, Cenat has returned to streaming, and he did so in a bang. And not only did he drop some interesting tidbits that I think are worth discussing.
Streaming University is happening every goddamn year. For as long as I am alive, as you will be happening, 2027, 2028, 2029, I'm going and getting bigger and better every single time, okay, y'all?
But he also came back to do the greatest draft of our generation. That's right, he came back to do the reveal of the Streamer University participants, being students, club directors, teachers, and even janitors. And for what it's worth, he made a lot of people's day.
Juicy Jacob! Shanell! Shanell! No way!
I want to take this chance to thank
They got dressed up too.
You see, most streamers spend years trying to get even 100 people to watch them live. But during Cenat's Stream University announcement segment, people saw...
Oh, these are the professors. Adrian, Duke, Cenat. I don't know who that is. The Sushi Dragon. Ludwig, okay. Lizzo. Oh, very interesting. I don't know what that says down there below Lizzo. Adapt, Pokemon, Pootie, Kaya Cenat? Who the hell is that?
all those numbers tenfold in an instant. I saw somebody go from 1 viewer to 7,000, 4 viewers to 16,000, 31 viewers to 21,000.
People also talked about how after Streamer University, though, their numbers died off quite a bit. Hopefully that doesn't happen to these people, though, but yeah.
And it's not because they had some sort of viral clip, not because the algorithm had finally found them, but because Cenat did one thing. He said their name. Cenat's comeback stream pulled massive numbers. Over 1 million peak viewers, 155,000 new YouTube subscribers gained, and over 61,000 Twitch subs in his return. But the craziest part is not what this big stream did for Kai. It's what this stream did for everyone else. Because Streamer University is starting to look less like a content event and more like a cultural launch pad. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please blow me up in a second. Now, back into the video. Now, I don't think I'm jumping the gun when I say this, but I think that this is one of those moments where you're gonna remember where you were when Cenat did his Mafiathon 2 announcement. We knew where we were. We were up live on the Omizi channel till about 2 a.m. trying to figure out if we as a collective.
Okay, that's y'all. Please don't say this for everybody, brother, because that's a wild take, but okay.
Got in. We didn't, but that's not a bad thing per se. We've got stuff to talk about later on in this video and in others. We'll get to that at a different time. But the reason why we stayed up so long is because this didn't feel like a normal comeback. A normal comeback stream is usually just a streamer returning, talking to chat, explaining where they've been, why they've been, and maybe farming some of the hype for future events. Kai made this event feel like a return with stakes. He got 400,000 followers in the 48 hours leading up to the event. People didn't come to just watch if Cenat was coming back. They came to see who would be attending Streamer University Part 2. And I don't have to just look at Cenat's numbers alone to see how important this night was. When I was going on Twitch and YouTube last night, I saw people pull massive, and I do mean massive numbers, just waiting for the return of Cenat. Not only did it have this comeback feeling, but it also had this draft night feeling where every pick is a reaction, every pick is important. Some people were celebrating, some people were confused, some people were mad that their favorite creators weren't picked. Hell, some people were mad because they didn't get picked. Again, we'll highlight it at a different time. And that's what made the announcement feel bigger than just some event. Kai made feeling like getting accepted was a life-changing and a career-changing moment. But the reason why this felt so much bigger than just Kai's stream is because every time he named somebody, the attention attention didn't just stay there. It switched over to the people that he had handpicked. I sat there last night and looked at a list of these names, and for what it's worth, these weren't the most popular and notable names. I didn't feel like I saw a bunch of already established celebrities and content creators get into the building as opposed to those that were up and coming. I saw people who had 2 viewers, 3 viewers, 4 viewers, 5 viewers take massive increases. And the reason why this is important is because streaming is one of the hardest spaces to get discovered in. On TikTok, one video can randomly hit the algorithm and change somebody's week. But on Twitch, if nobody knows your name, if nobody has you saved over to the side on the following, or if you're not bookmarked or whatever, it's hard for people to find you. You can be funny, you can be consistent, you can have a great personality, and you can be the most creative person in the world. But if you are sitting at 10 viewers, 30 viewers, or even 100 viewers, most people will never, and I do mean never, know that you exist. Streaming on Twitch specifically is like one of the only means of social media in which you have to grow another platform in order to grow the platform that you intend to actually grow. But see, this is why those viewership spikes were so important. Kai basically became the discovery page, that page that you click into when you type in twitch.com. When he announced people on this stream, the audience didn't just clap and stay stationary. They actually moved on and flooded that actual person's stream, following them in mass, gifting them in mass, subbing to them in mass.
Oh my God, what the oh my God, I can't breathe, I'm so sorry. Wait, hi, thank you. Hello, everybody. I've never seen this many people in my shit before. You guys are in my shit. Oh my God.
Oh, I love it.
Normally, a shout out may get you a few followers on a given platform. Yo, shouts out to Squiggly Wiggly on Twitch. But ultimately, Kai's announcement gave many people an audience that was live, that was bigger than established streamers. I think it's worth noting that the big name streamers saw spikes too. I saw Agent go from like his normal 9K to 27K. And I saw Cenat take a crazy spike as well. And I'm not saying
not Agent acting surprised. You knew you was gonna be a professor. Please stop.
That's not important, but think about this, going from 4 viewers to 16,000 viewers. Mind you, Agent has probably had those peaks before, but somebody with 4 viewers, getting 8 viewers, doubling from 4 to 8 viewers on a given day is something tremendous. Times that by an insane amount, and you've got this person's week, month, year, lifetime made right there. And when a streamer can move audiences like that, he's not just making content anymore. He's literally creating his own system.
Streaming University is designed to help the discoverability of streamers who put belt to ad year after year after year.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I tapped into Kai's stream last night, the first thing that stood out to me, and I said this while I was streaming, was that streaming needed this. I'm not saying that he's the end-all be-all, and really those in the streaming space would have to answer this, but when he was gone, the stuff that was coming out was unentertaining, sloppy, disinteresting, annoying, and all these other things. Like, the biggest story in streaming post-Kai Cenat was what? Chud the Builder, for what it's worth. But see, this to me is why Streamer University works. Because it's official. It has students, professors, applicants, announcements, rejections. It has people debating who deserved to get in and who didn't deserve to get in. That structure is what makes it feel bigger than a normal streamer collab. Kai is taking the chaos of streaming and turning it into something people can really get into and follow like a real institution. This is why, to me, it feels cultural. In the past, if you wanted to become a star, you needed a label, you needed a TV network, you needed a studio, or a platform to push you. Now, one creator can have enough influence to create their own pipeline. Kai is not just reacting to internet culture. He is building the stage that other creators want to be on. Now, that doesn't mean that Kai Cenat created discoverability for creators. Big creators have always shouted out smaller creators. That's not what I'm saying. But Streamer University made this process feel bigger, more organized, and more dramatic. It's not just, hey, I found this person, y'all go check them out and you subscribe. In reality, most people will be like, well, I'm not going to go subscribe. I'm going to watch them while you watch them. It's, hey, this person has been selected for something that is exclusive. I don't know who said it, but Streamer University may be harder to get into than Harvard. That creates status. But this is where the story needs some more balance, because getting picked by Kai can change your life, but it doesn't automatically guarantee to make you a star.
Hey, I'm Barbie Sky. Update because Streamer University too. So I wanted to talk about my experience and where I'm at. So right now, I significantly average less than when I had originally went to Streamer University, and I am in a ton of debt, and I am completely broke. I feel like the problem was after Streamer University, I
Well, here's the thing, because I don't watch streamers at all, like never. You know, in these compilations is the most exposure I get to them. So just watching this, I'm just taking everything in, like, oh, interesting. Because yeah, the people he named and the people that he showed that he picked, I don't know any of these people at all. But I will say that while you're there, it's up to you to take it to the next level, because as I previously said, there were a lot of people who were in Streamer University, but we have not seen them again. There are a handful that have made the best of it and have gone to do great things, and good for them, but there are way many more that just kind of fell off, and we don't know where they are or what's going on with them, and clearly some are broke. So it's like, that's not enough to, take your career to the next level. You still have to put in that work. So I think that's probably what she missed, this Barbie ski chick.
Was kind of forced into doing IRL content because it seemed like that's all people wanted, and that was the meta.
Isn't that the purpose of streaming? I'm confused. Did she think she was just going to be sitting in one place streaming, like in the dorm room or whatever, the whole time? Like, yeah, you're supposed to be out and about and socializing with other people and making clips together. What do you mean? You were expected to do it in real life? Or does she mean after Streamer University? Oh, because, that's an issue. If you have to keep that up, because I can see that being very draining.
And my viewership significantly was kind of forced, and feel like the problem was, and I am completely broke. I feel like the problem was after Stream University, I was kind of forced into doing IRL content because it seemed like that's all people wanted, and that was the meta. And my viewership significantly dropped when I tried switching to IRL content.
The viewer spikes are crazy, but the attention itself does not make a career. Going from 4 viewers to 16K viewers can change your life for one night. But the real question is, what happens tomorrow or the next day or the day after that? Do people come back? Do they remember your name? Do they connect with who you are? Do you have the personality to make them stay? We know based off of last year's chain of events that content creators like a Barbie Sky weren't able to maintain such a viewership that they gained while at Streamer University. When I look at her numbers, she had peaked as well in the multiple thousands of viewers, and now she's claiming that she has less viewers than she started with. And there can be a ton of reasons as to why that happened, but I think ultimately what I'm trying to portray here is that just because you got your name called last night does not mean that you've automatically made it and you can just sit on your heels and wait for the money to just start flowing in. If I was most people that got accepted last night, I would take a look at somebody who won an award for taking the baton and running with it, and that would be Yana.
Bro, Yana came into Streaming U. If y'all look at her lore, Yana came into Streaming U with a small amount of fucking viewers, gang. Whenever somebody asks me who came into Streaming U small and left big, whose life is different after, and it's Yana, bro. Like,
you see, Kai didn't just use her as an example randomly. Yana is the perfect example and proof of what Streamer University can do for somebody. She didn't come into the game polished at all. She literally came in streaming off of a PS4. She was playing games, she was talking to chat, and she was being herself. And if you look at her audition tape, it is the exact opposite of the way that a lot of people did their audition tapes for this year.
Hi, Kai, Cenat. Don't even act like you don't know who I am, because you know exactly who I am. I'm a rapper. I do stream on my PS4 setup because I haven't been able to invest into a PC setup. And every time I went to stream, everyone said, is that an airplane in the background? Because my PS4 blew up on stream. I'm about to change the world with this one. Kai, you should invite me to Streamer University. If you don't invite me.
And I think that's why most people connected with her. She was not trying to be the loudest person in the room. She wasn't getting that gimmick off. She was not forcing some sort of character. She was truly and genuinely being herself. And I think that was portrayed not just in the audition and not just during Streamer University, but for the months to come after Streamer University, leading up to the moment in which she got a scholarship to return on a full ride. Now, she's one of the biggest and most notable female streamers in the game, and she's getting there by doing the same thing that she did from the start. I don't think this was just some nice gesture because she's got a pretty smile. I think that this was an example to be put out there for a lot of people saying, hey, this is what this should be about. This is what content creation...
Yes, good for her, and I'm sure she put in the work. But yeah, that is a part of it. She's very pretty.
really is. It's not the
I'm not saying you have to be attractive to do well. Obviously, that's not the case. We've seen, but yeah, that does help as well.
clip farming. It's not even the drama farming like some of us are, doing on this platform. But it's none of those things. It's about being creative. It's about being yourself. It's about letting authenticity rise to the top. On one end, you might have some creators that are exposed by the spotlight because they aren't ready yet. But somebody like Yana can use the spotlight as confirmation. She already had the foundation. Streamer University just gave her a bigger stage, to be quite honest with you. This is what makes Streamer University so interesting. It can be a huge...
And the reason why I'm saying, when I'm like, oh, we've seen some that are not the most attractive, but I'm only thinking of men. I don't know any mid-looking female streamers at all. Like, everybody is attractive. All the women streamers are attractive that I've seen that are successful. Like, I don't know any that are just like, she's okay. Or, oh, no, she's not cute at all. Or, oh, she kind of fat. And no shade to anyone. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that with streaming. So I would say that that's a bigger requirement for women in the streaming space than a lot of other platforms, honestly.
And simultaneously, it can be a real test.
But prove me wrong. Are there some big female streamers that are busted? Let me know. I want to go check them out.
Ultimately, if
in support,
you're talented, it can speed up your career. But if you're not ready, the spotlight can expose fast who you really are. So the real story isn't that Cenat just helped a bunch of small streamers get views. The real story is that he created one of the only moments in streaming where discovery, status, competition, culture, all these things can happen at one time. Cenat's comeback stream proved that he's still one of the biggest streamers in the world. But the Streamer University announcement proves something even bigger. Cenat can now create these moments for other people.
Good for them, though. I love seeing all of them get really excited that they were getting into Streamer University, especially, that one chick who was just like, oh my God, I've never had this many people. Hi, everyone. Like, that was really cute. So, shout out to them. I hope they can utilize this opportunity and, grow their careers and really put in the effort and work to do that, because this is work. Like, it's not like, oh, I got a free ride, I'm just about to pop off and I ain't got to do much. Like, that's not how it works at all. So I hope they do, take advantage of this. I will be watching the compilations and see, what everybody is up to. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.